position. You need to keep watching because we all put our bows down together and we can bow. Well done. Okay, so our next piece is a new one that we've learned this term. For this concert at the end of year 5, we've combined some of the new pieces we've learned this summer term, and we have done quite a lot of new learning, so we'll show that to you once we get to that point. Last term, I'm not sure if you remember in the spring term, we introduced the first finger, and we did some first finger pieces. Some of you might remember us doing some of that. So we continued that this term. And this next piece just uses our first finger, but it moves on and off the string a lot quicker, so they're building up the strength in their finger as well. And this piece is called Tiptoe Boo, so watch out for the ending. So here we go. Starting on the G string, everybody, and then remember we're moving the finger on and off, and remember the accented notes once we change to the D string. Right, let's get ready please, into play position. Slide your hand down, make sure your first finger is ready. Ready please? First finger needs to be ready to press the G, it's your pointy finger. If you're right in the sunshine, move your chair back. Nothing. Just not directly in the sunshine. Right, here we go. First finger ready on G. 1, 2, 3, 4. All on G. Using our left hand fingers, and we're now up to 3 fingers on the string. So if you all hold your violins up, everybody, like this in front of you, can you see that they've got colour stickers? They've all got red and then yellow and then green, all in the same position, and that makes it easier for us all to learn. There is a blue one as well, which is coming in year 6, so we'll be working on that one next year. But so far we've got up to 3 fingers on each string, and that allows us to go up what we call the scale in music. We use scales a lot in all instruments, and it just helps us to play more and more notes, and then you can combine all of those patterns within the pieces as well. So we're going to show you our D scale. We're going to play it first of all with 4 crotchets on each note, everybody, so that'll be 4 beats, and then on the second time through we're going to play a rhythm. And I think last week we decided T, 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 ta, ta, yes? So we're going to do that for our rhythm the second time through. They're amazing at rhythm in year 5. We do rhythm clapping videos every week, and they're just absolutely brilliant at rhythm. So we're going to put one of those in for you as well. So this is our D scale. So can we stand up please? You'll hear the music, but you won't be able to see the numbers coming up, everybody. So, but we're going to do them 1 finger at a time. Remember, first finger goes on which colour? Red. Second finger, and third finger. Brilliant. We got the D string first, and then we change to the A string. Fantastic. Right, here we go. 4 crotchets to start with. So we are going to play something a bit clever now. This is two versions of the same song. So they're going to play the same finger pattern using their fingers that you've just heard in that D scale. But Rumi class are going to play it with one backing track and the other class are going to play it with a different backing track. But it's the same piece. So this one is called Morning Sunshine. Very appropriate for today. So remember our finger pattern, everybody, starting all on the D string. 2, 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1. 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3. Good. 2, 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1. 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0. Do we remember that finger pattern? We've been learning the note names as well, but sometimes it's easier to remember the finger number pattern as well. Brilliant. So we do the whole thing on the D string, then we're going to do the whole verse on the A string, and then back to the D string. Do we think we know what we're doing? Brilliant. Can I see everybody ready? In playing position on the D string, and we need 2 fingers on D, red and yellow, to start us off. So make sure we've all got our 2 fingers ready. So here we go. This is Morning Sunshine. Well done, everybody. Oh, can we have the other class standing up, please? Lovely. So you're going to hear that tune again, but in a different way. This backing track is called Afternoon Rain. So same
Leave. Maria.
So that was really well done, both classes, really lovely. So our next piece, we're going back to one of our favourite pieces that we learned in the first term. And we played that piece, pizzicato. What does pizzicato mean, year 5? Yes. Plucking the strings. Brilliant, thank you so much. Can everybody gently put their bows down, please? Very carefully decide to walk behind you, or even just get on the floor. But don't step on it if it's in front of you, remember not to step on it. Right, so we're going to start learning the violin that way. It's just an easy way to start off where we learn our open strings and then we can start putting pieces together that way. But it's not just for beginners. Pizzicato is a technique that you use throughout your career as a string player, so they will do that. And next year we could do a little bit of pizzicato while holding the bow. Year 6 are doing that at the moment. So you're still holding the bow, but you're plucking the strings at the same time as well. So that's still to come as well. So let's all stand up together, please, everybody. Let's get into playing position for pizzicato. You can hold the corner because you don't need your left hand fingers, but you will need your right hand to hold the string. So this is one of our favourite pieces from our first term, and it's called Zap Zap. So remember all the breaths, everybody. There's lots of breaths in this piece, so just be really careful with those. So ready? Starting on the D string. 1, 2, 3, 4. Absolutely spot on. We've been really working on that, haven't we? That's amazing. Well done. It's so popular, that piece. Year 6 have actually chosen it as part of their graduation concert as well, so they all love that one. It's really hard though to get all the pizzas in the right places. As you can hear, there's lots of breaths in that one, but well done, especially that ending, everybody. That was amazing. So our next piece is one of our new ones that we've learned this term. Again, it's just focusing on first finger, but it has a lot more string changes. So they've had to think about moving the finger across the string as well. It's not just pressing it, it's using the bow on one string and then pressing the finger on another. So that's what we've been working on. So this one is called Walk on Mars. This is one of our new ones from this term. So very carefully pick up your bows again, everybody. And remember, we do our string changes. So at the beginning we've got A, D, 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 B. That's when we change string. B, A. Do we remember? A, D, 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 E, pressing D, D. So all the E's are low E pressing D. There's no open E's in this one. And then we repeat A, D, 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 B, B, A. Then our string crossing A, D, E pressing D, and then open D. So, and then we repeat that as well. So the beginning is a bit unusual. Please don't think that you're hearing something that's gone a bit crazy, because it is intentional, and it comes again in the middle. You'll see what I mean in a moment. So remember with our glissando, everybody, I'll just tell you that word. Parents don't know what that means, but you know what that means. Glissando, we know how to do that at the beginning. Yeah, then there's going to be a surprise in this one. Right, can we stand up, please? First finger ready on the A string for your glissando. What that is afterwards, and then make sure you stop when I do, so that then we're ready to start the melody. Is this one here? Right, here we go. Ready? sound effect, parents? Was it a bit, what's going on here? A glissando means slide the finger. We just learned that a couple of weeks ago, and again, that is a real technique, not just something we've made up. It is a real thing. So glissando, it means sliding, and it's to create the alien noises in that piece as well. So well done, everybody. That's one of our new ones from this term. So our next piece is another new one that we've learned this term as well, and this is going back to our scale and using our fingers on the red, yellow, green stickers. So this one is called fit as a fiddle. Remember this one, everybody? So we're starting with 7 Ds, and remember there's a rest. Then we do first finger 7 times. How many times do we do second finger? 8 times, and third finger 4 times. It's like maths as well, isn't it, with all these numbers. Then we go A, rest, A. Then we've got the chorus. D, E, F sharp, G, and then A, D. And we'll play 3 verses. So here we go. Let's stand up, please. And this is fit as a fiddle. Sorry. D-string, everybody. Finger ready. Make sure your fingers are ready to press the legs. Here we go. Doing amazingly this morning, trying to keep all this in mind, because last week we were on this side and we were reading the screen, so they've done brilliantly this morning trying to memorise it all as well, so really well done, everybody. So we're going to put our bows down and do another pizzicato piece now. Very gently, please put them down. And this is also one of our favourite pieces from the first term of learning, and this is called I Like to Eat Cake, which I think applies to quite a lot of us. I know that's one of my favourite ones. Right, are we ready? Can we stand up, please? And we'll just do the whole piece on the A string. Make sure we remember. Brilliant. Right, here we go. We've come such a long way, everybody. Really well done. So we're going to do our finale now, everybody. So this is our last piece this morning. And again, one of our favourite pieces, which is Fast Lane. And watch out for the ending. So here we go. Can we pick up the bows as well, please? It's okay. Make sure we got the rules, everybody.
Yes.
So remember changing strings again. D, D, A, A, D, D, A, A. We'll call these out for yourself. Ready? Here we go. Last one, everybody. So starting on the D string, put your bow onto D string. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Thank you. First of all, I want to say a big thank you. We've got Miss Warnock, we've got Miss D'Amico over there, and Miss Waterfield is here as well today, which is absolutely fantastic. And at the start of the year, it feels like such a long time ago. But Miss Waterfield and Miss D'Amico started off the year while Miss Warnock was away and then came back. And actually, we've got a connection as well because year 4 are heading off, I think, pretty soon to it's a family occasion because they're going to your daughter's place with Waterfield for the ballet. So that's quite an amazing thing. And I'm just thinking about that. We've got children here playing the violin amazingly, just doing things like glissando and doing things like tremolo and then doing things with their first finger, second finger, third finger and rests and all sorts of amazing things. While they're doing that, we've got bike ability and we've got children learning to get their accreditation for being able to go out on the roads, proper biking, and then going off to a matinee in central London to see the Royal Ballet. And I know maths and English is incredibly important, but the richness of learning is so, so important. And to be able, it's such a blessing for all these children to be able to learn violin, which when I was a child, to hold a violin, to think of a violin, the instrument, Paganini played on and Stradivarius made violins, but here children are just fearlessly picking them up and playing with them. Next year they're going to continue, develop this amazing learning they've got already. And I'm going to say what is beautiful, some of them might decide, I've enjoyed violin, I'm going to just carry on learning other things in secondary school. Other children will say, I'm going to carry it on in secondary school. I just heard a week ago, one of our children who was here learned violin in year 5, year 6. She's chosen now music, GCSE, with violin as one of the instruments. And that's from here, which is such an amazing thing. So who knows where you're going to go, but right here, right now, sitting and being able to play violin, to think about all the combinations, all the different coordination, all the amazing music that you can bring into the world. It's an incredible, incredible gift. So let's give a round of applause for our children again. And we're applauding you now. We're applauding you for what you've achieved today, but also all your potential, everything that you can achieve in the future. It's an amazing thing. I think the sound recording worked, so hopefully we'll get that onto the YouTube channel and can listen. But next year, what you've got to look forward to in year 6, they're going to develop more concerts. Next year, this time, activate your time machines in your head, that's just imagination. You're going to be graduating and there will be an incredible performance, and I hope you're all there to enjoy what our amazing children are achieving and what they will achieve. A big round of applause for every volunteering.